Hey, don't listen to me, but I failed every single side hustle I ever tried, and not in a cute, oh ha ha, I gave it a shot kind of way. I mean, I failed consistently, aggressively, and in ways I didn't even know were possible. And the craziest part? Failing over and over again is exactly what ended up setting me free. Because after losing at every hustle, I realized something I had never even considered. I already had a system that worked. I just didn't understand why it worked. I bought into the dream, you know the one. Quit your job, start a side hustle, laptop lifestyle, financial freedom, passive income, do what you love, automate everything. All the buzzwords, all the promises. So I tried everything. Dropshipping? Logistics were a disaster, failed. Network marketing became a relationship minefield, failed. Day trading? My time zone didn't line up, emotions all over the place, failed. And at one point, I even tried selling mini fridges online. On paper, it looked so straightforward. Good margins, easy to source. Everyone needs a fridge, right? But the shipping cost was higher than the profit. People wanted replacements, and the logistics felt like I was running a warehouse out of my living room. One day, I caught myself thinking, why am I spending my life dealing with appliances I don't even care about? And that's when it hit me. Even if that business worked, I'd still be waking up to a life I didn't want, stuck dealing with products I had zero passion for, trapped in a hustle that wasn't me. And every time I failed something, that same uncomfortable truth kept popping up. It wasn't that I was bad at hustles, it was that the hustles weren't aligned with who I actually am. Once I finally admitted that, everything started to make a lot more sense. Part 1. The myth of just work harder. One of the biggest lies hustle culture pushes is the idea that success comes from grinding harder. Like if you just push and suffer enough, you'll magically break through. But most people don't fail hustles because they're lazy. They fail because the hustle is completely misaligned with who they are. Hustle culture hijacks your goals. You start chasing someone else's idea of success and forget what you actually wanted. It's like fitness. Maybe you just want to feel healthier, look a bit better, have a bit more energy. But instead of finding something that fits your life, you start following the routine of a professional powerlifter. Now you're training 6 days a week, weighing your food, prepping meals like it's a second job, all while trying to keep up with work, home, relationships. You pause one day and think, wait, why am I doing all this? I just wanted to be healthier. The same thing happens with money. People say, start a business, build a brand, create content, become a closer, launch something. But nobody asks you the real question. Do you even want that life? Switching careers, trying new things, those can be good. But only if you understand why you're switching and what freedom actually looks like for you. If what you want is freedom, adding a second job on top of everything you're already struggling to manage probably won't give you freedom. It just gives you another responsibility. Effort in the wrong direction guarantees failure. And that's exactly where I kept landing. I wasn't failing because I wasn't trying hard enough. I was failing because I was trying hard in a direction that wasn't mine. Burnout wasn't a warning sign anymore. It became my baseline. Day trading had me waking up at 2 a.m. because the markets didn't match my time zone. I dragged myself out of bed half conscious, trying to be consistent, only to lose money anyway. Network marketing, that was its own kind of misery. Cold calling, inviting people to meetings that felt like cult gatherings, feeling awkward, ruining friendships, feeling responsible for the people who joined under me, like their success or failure was somehow on me. Even if the product was good, the model crushed my values. It felt wrong. It felt pushy. It felt like I was betraying myself. And eventually the truth became unavoidable. I wasn't failing the hustle. The hustle was failing me. And no amount of hard work can fix the wrong direction. Part 2. Pattern recognition. Failing the same way every time. After a while, I noticed something odd. I wasn't failing in random ways. I was failing in the same way every single time. Same burnout, same emotional exhaustion, same lack of excitement, same anxiety, same resistance when I woke up, same feeling of trying to squeeze myself into a personality that wasn't mine. Every hustle I tried required me to be a different person. The grind all night person, the pressure is good person, the sell aggressively person, the take huge risks person. But I wasn't any of those people. So the cycle repeated: excitement, dread, guilt, burnout, failure. Eventually, I stopped seeing it as punishment. Maybe every door that slammed shut was a door I wasn't supposed to walk through in the first place. Part 3. The hidden truth. I already had a system. And here's the twist I didn't expect. I already had a system that worked. I just never recognized it because it didn't look glamorous. It was slow, it was simple, it was steady, it was boring, but it was aligned. I was naturally good at long-term thinking, managing risk, keeping things simple, staying consistent, making decisions without emotional chaos. Meanwhile, every hustle pushed me into the opposite energy: chaos, urgency, pressure, complexity. Why was I shocked? It never worked. Once I realized that the slow, structured, methodical stuff I naturally gravitated toward was actually effective, I stopped chasing hustles, and everything in my life got better. Not overnight, but steadily, consistently, predictably. For the first time ever, I wasn't fighting myself. Part 4. Freedom from false expectations. Walking away from hustle culture was probably the most freeing decision I've ever made. For the first time in years, I wasn't forcing myself to be someone I wasn't. I stopped comparing myself to people online. I stopped believing success required suffering. I stopped trying to follow blueprints that weren't meant for me. And when that pressure dropped, something almost surprising happened. I actually became myself again. Success didn't feel like a grind anymore. It felt like alignment. Everything I built after that, financially, mentally, emotionally, was sustainable. Not because it was easy, but because it was mine. Part 5. This is the part I wish someone had told me a long time ago. Think about this for yourself. Which hustles drained you? Which ones felt misaligned from day one? What tasks do you resist naturally? What tasks feel natural or energizing? What small systems in your life already work? Even if you've never celebrated them, most people aren't failing hustles. They're failing someone else's goals. And the moment you stop forcing other people's goals onto your life, you finally get access to your own path. Failing every hustle wasn't proof that I was broken. It was proof that I was misaligned. And the moment I stopped forcing paths that didn't fit, I realized I already had the foundation I needed to build the life I actually wanted. I didn't need more hustles. I needed more self-awareness. If this hit home, subscribe. And let me know in the comments, what's the one hustle you failed that taught you the most? Your story might be exactly what someone else needs to hear.